Good day. It's your boy Paz. What's up TikTok? What's up YouTube? What's up Instagram? It's your boy Paz and I'm back today. Today is the first episode of Conversations with Paz. Now, in today's video, we'll be talking about myself, talking about Paz. Who is Paz? What is Paz? What does Paz do? What does Paz want to bring in the rap industry? What does Paz want to bring in the content industry? What does Paz want to bring to South Africa as a whole, to the world, to everything? Today it's a memorable day, Buffet, yabo. But in life you need to be happy, man, and jabule, yabo. Not every single day was in khale, nibe sober, nibe sad, yabo. Ni melen jabule, nibe so yeah guys, I'm gonna be speaking in two languages in all the videos. I'll be speaking in English and Zulu because I love when you say one statement in English but a certain statement will sound better in Zulu. Umubi. It sounds better in Zulu than in English because in English it's ugly and it's dog. It sounds better in Zulu. So for now, due to no subtitles, but I feel like YouTube provides that. So if you guys in front of my subtitles, kulezinto ngisho nesiZulu nizowathola obvious laphaya kuma settings nganani kumele nicheck ukuthi ngikika kuphi ngithola lezi zinto ngiyangithola because mina obvious ngizothatha isikhathi sami kufundisa nina ukuthi okay sharp ngithola amaluntuza kanje mara obvious. Let's just jump straight into the video vele. So guys, it's me Paz, yabo. Mine in 19 years old, yangithola. So it's your boy Paz, I'm 19 years old, yabo. I won't go into too much personal detail. I'm just gonna basically talk about what the public needs to hear. So I want to be a rapper, Buffet, and if I had to explain where the whole inspiration of music started, young Tola, I can say that my inspiration of music started in 2012. Cause in 2012, this story is very interesting. In 2012, I was at my cousin's house for New Year's Eve. MTV Base was doing its normal top 50 songs, young Tola. It was a lit day. My auntie and uncle had just gone to church, everything, so that they could pray for the new year. Isn't this injalo? Because every time abantu bayahamba nama new year bayothandaza esontweni ukuthi ta ukuthi yonke into ibe grand in the year. So my auntie and my uncle were at church. I was chilling with my cousins. Here comes my cousin, he plays them. The number one track they was started from the bottom by Drake. Yo. When I heard that track, guys, by the way, at the time, I wasn't high, I wasn't drinking, I was sober. When I heard that track, I felt enlightened, like something young and man. And I'm like, nah, man, let me try find out what is behind this. What is this, Because at the time I didn't know what music was. I didn't know what umjolo was. I didn't know what a lot of things was. But then ever since that day, that's when I took my time and started wanting to learn and understand and figure out what is the certain things is happening in the world, in the country, and all those things. You understand what I'm trying to say? So then ever since that day, I listened to a lot of Drake music. And then for a whole year, I just paid attention to Drake music. So that was during the times of your Drizzy Effect, your Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, it's probably too late. More Life, those were the times of those albums. That was the time when I was listening to Drake. And Drake was mwah. And he's still mwah today. Those people who say that the album, honestly, never mind the shit. You guys, you don't know what's music. Yeah, because to us, honestly, Nevermind was like a album. So with Paz, there is a father, right? And the father of Paz is Drake. And Drake is my father because he's the first artist who I listened to in the industry, and he's the first, let's say, musical artist which made me and get the inspiration to do music. You understand? You're wondering why would I say Drake is my inspiration, mara in South Africa? Young Tola against sense, So don't worry, I'm gonna get to that. But Drake is the father of Paz and everything. The creation of Paz basically all started in 2018. because in 2018 I was transacting from primary school to high school. And when I got to high school, I told myself, you know what, that shy primary nigga, we need to leave him behind and bring in someone who is more confident, who's more willing to interact with people, who can communicate with people, who can joke with people in class. Because I remember in primary, leyo ntwana ukuthi ahlale esitulweni athulile, amemele umem, amemele use, akaphendula umbuzo, akenzi lutho, uyathula, akahleki neklasi, aka-interacti. Like, I was a person who never interacted with people. But then in high school, I told myself that I need to understand other people, because other people, they have knowledge. And that knowledge which they have, I can use it to teach myself and train myself to become a bigger and better person in life as a person, and as things went. So, uPez kahle waqala 2018, sorry. But I didn't have a proper foundation of what is Pez. You understand? I didn't have the whole Drake is the father, this is the transaction. I didn't have the whole foundation. 2019, I met up with a nigga by the name of N Teddy, Nick N Teddy. You can go check him on Instagram, Nick N Teddy. I'm gonna write the Instagram in my description. So like, Nick N Teddy bengimkena negama lakhe yasekasi yangithola like esikolweni, like wonke umuntu bewambiza ngoMatwe, yabo. So I'm gonna just use the name Matwe because Nick N Teddy, the rap name, it's a nice name there, but then like, let me just use the name which I'm used to. So uMatwe was a nigga to me. He showed me impilo yase Davidson, wankombisa impilo yase Unity Secondary School. Shout out to all my homies at Unity. Those people were like the best. I'll get to that part too. So uMatwe was the first nigga I met, and Matwe was like a strictly hip hop nigga. Obviously, I'm a male piano ne, but then like he was strictly hip hop. Until today, we still talk about hip hop. He makes hip hop, by the way. So like, you see us when we start making content together. But like, I do not want to expose a lot of stuff. But yeah, anyway. So me and Inted, we met at Unity. We met at Unity, and when we met, we were like, we didn't know each other. Matwe comes, he's like, Sanmona. I'm like, okay, I don't know hear what this nigga is saying. Then he's like, away. Then I'm like, away, dog. And then he's like, you speak. I'm like, I speak. At the time, I came in Zulu and Tola, being fundi Zulu for the first time. Because like from grade 1 to 8, being try Afrikaans and Tola. So I wanted to try something different because I felt like as a person, I needed to have the African side, the South Africanness in me. Because I feel like English is good, because it's a language which I can walk into America, China, Japan, England, New Zealand, Nigeria, and I can find 90 or 60% of the people speaking it, and I'll be able to have a conversation with someone and learn the roads and the directions to certain places. But then I felt like I needed to have a language which was home-based. So ngafundi Zulu, and I met a lot of good people in Unity. I met a nigga by the name of Toxic Sam. I met a nigga by the name of TKY, Uchesi Pai. I met Abu Nomonde, Abu Kesara. But like, I'm not gonna go into detail of how those friendships started. Today is just basically about Pez. What is Pez? So Pez near Mafetu was something which just started, because like I didn't have a major plan to say what is Pez, what is Pez going to be. So I decided, okay, the name was first bizarre. Shout out to Simply Lerato on Instagram. She came up with the name Pez, by the way. I'm also gonna link her Instagram in the description. So like, Simply Lerato ne, she came up to me and she's like, bruh, Pizza is a shit name, dog. How about Pez? And then I'm like, damn, that name is nice, yeah, bro. And then Simply Lorato is like to me, bro, like take that name and use it. Don't use Bizarre, because Bizarre didn't sound right. Because Bizarre was PZA, and then she turned it around and said PAZ. Then it became Pez, yeah, so in 2018, 2019, and 2020, I was trying to figure out how would I do the music? You understand? How will I show the public the music? How will I show the people to say, oh, Buffett, this is the music, this is how I want my music to be, this is what I want to show the public. So like in 2018, 2019, and 2020, I was basically like creating, I was brainstorming what I'm doing now, if you understand what I mean. So Fede, um, fast forward in 2020 now, that's when the definition for pairs came out. You found yourself. Because now I was confident. I was very confident. I was capable of talking to anybody. I was able to slagger and laugh with people. Like, if the gent said, vibe to that honey and talk to her, I was able to go there and vibe with that honey. I'll just use a recent event I got 2022. There was a day I was chilling with the gents name. We were walking to Benoni to Durban. So for those who know Lakeside, Yamtona, you know Benoni to Durban. So we were walking with my friends. We get to Benoni to Durban. There were girls sitting here on the side. They were petty Habli bike. So I'm like, gents, do you bet that I can go get 2 pulls on the Habli bike? These gents like, nah, fam, you can't. Mina, I vibe here, dog. I literally get 2 pulls on the Habri pipe and I come back. Those gents salute me. That's when it also hit me that the confidence is very, very there, young Tona. So like, yeah, very, very Paz is like a confident person. Because if I wasn't confident, I wouldn't be sitting right now here trying to tell you guys about Paz, you know. And in conversations of pairs, you guys are allowed to ask questions which you would love to hear in the next episode, in episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the episodes that have to come. So, pairs was basically a creation, young Tola, which came about, but it was mainly a musical creation. Now, how the content parts came about to say, me making the conversations with pairs, I realized I'm a person who loves to have discussions with people on certain topics. To be like, what is Njolo? What is gender-based violence? Those are few of the episodes which will be coming. So I was having those type of conversations with people, with my peers, with people around me. So when it came to conversations with pairs, it was a matter of I can talk and discuss a certain topic and get you guys' reaction and comments on certain things. But let's just stick to pairs because I feel like mine siyakhohlwa ukuthi sifike la sizoyenzani ngithona. So pairs very very 2020 I was now certain. Shfere pairs you found yourself. 2021 now. That's where I was like, okay, in 2021 December I was like, I cannot sit and do nothing and wait to finish grade 12. I'm not saying education is bad. I say education is the key. Due to education opens a lot of doors for people. Some people will say education is bad, but that will be for another episode, Buffett. So in 2021 December, that's when I decided to post my first set of freestyles. At the time, I was just using the Instagram because at the time I felt like Instagram was the bigger platform when it came to music, and I didn't know like the whole YouTube thing. Sorry. So like everything was okay. I was doing pairs, I was doing the freestyles. Then I saw people loved the freestyles. 2022 hit. I'm in grade 12. I stepped away from the freestyles because I had to focus on my grade 12. I wanted to make my grade 12 proper, because you gotta make the rents proud. Gotta make the rents proud, and that was the main mission. So Paz was a very confident person, right? So everything went down badly. You understand? Paz is a very confident person, and the reason also, or should I say, a major reason of the creation of Paz, this will be another episode also, is how I got bullied and how bullying resulted in the creation of Paz. Okay, I'll explain it in this episode. In grade 1 to 8, right? And I think also now people still bully me, but now I don't like pay attention to that shit. I just point the middle finger and I move on. You understand what I mean? I just say, you're not, Remember the statement, Paz, you found yourself. I'll explain the 3 rules of Paz. So, when it came to when it came to bullying in grade 1 to 8, people would say I'm stinky, I'm ugly, I'm not beautiful. They called me princess. They gave me a lot of weird names, Israel. Like some niggas, they call me Buster 99, and I'm like, okay, Buster is famous. I don't look like Buster, but why you calling me Buster 99? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, catch a wake up, fam. You can't be busy doing like that, dog. Like, stick in your lane. So a lot of people were bullying me. I was getting hate. My peers couldn't interact with me without laughing at me. You understand? So that's where I had to build the courage and build Paz. So basically, Paz is another character of me. You understand? Cause like Bafetu, you don't know my original name. My original name is Prince Yangtola. So like Paz was basically he cover up Yaga Prince because Prince was shy, he was bullied, he wasn't treated properly, he didn't have friends, there was no vibe. I vibe yakhona Prince beyingekho, mari vibe Paz beyikhona yangithola. So that's what happened. So Paz was just basically a creation for the public, you understand? And time went on. Paz is here now. Paz is on YouTube. Paz is having a conversation. Paz is talking with you guys, man. So Fede, Paz basically is a person. Paz now, the rules for Paz are one, you found yourself. That's rule number one. You found yourself, meaning that you are capable to express yourself as the person, and you're capable to show the public that you're not Bafetu. This is me. This is what I wanna do. And I don't care what you people think. That was rule number two. You mustn't care what people think. You understand? You must just focus on yourself. That's one thing which I realized. There's no point of good mina mele ncenga umuntu ukuthi mfethu asamba siyothenga i-cold drink manje ngiyamncenga ukuthi mfethu asamba no, ancenga abantu baba, ancenga abantu. If you don't vibe with me, you don't vibe with me. And then rule number three, if me and you do not have a proper conversation, and me and you are not vibing, or me and you do not speak, me and you don't talk, me and you are not vibing, one thing about me, I'm not forced to friendship with someone. You understand? So if I come up to you today and let's say I meet up with a nigga by the name of Jeffrey, you understand? And me and Jeffrey hit it on nice, now everything's lit, everything's proper, you have. And then at some point with Jeffrey, ugcina abe cold, uyabanda, asekho ku friendship. Ngiyamyekela uJeff, I leave him to go melt there because like I can't have him melting in my circle because like dog, I wanted a friendship. You are not giving the same energy. What's the point? Man, has forced to go to in plume now and chile now. Dog, there's no point. So like vele Paz Bafetu, because like I'm gonna close today's episode here. Paz is a person who's very confident, Yangtola. He went from the dark to the light, from shy to confident. You understand what I'm saying? From scared to positive, from sad to happy. Yeah, well, so basically, guys, Paz is a person who wants to bring a change in the community, in the public, in the musical industry, and everything. So like, yeah, well, thank you guys for making it this far, yabo. This was the story of Paz, how the creation of Paz was designed, Yangtola, how everything came about, how Paz was made, yabo. So yeah, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Peace. Bye.